Formula One is back in Baku. We have a constructors battle. We have a drivers championship battle. Let's get right into it. It's lights out. Away we go for episode 156 of the Eaton Asphalt podcast. Marco, I feel like I'm a little bit on Groundhog Day time, where I feel like every time we do, like it was summer break and then we raced, and now I feel like we had another summer break.
Mm-hmm.
We raced again, and I feel like it's like summer break after this race. So how do I get out of this spiral that I'm in right now?
Do we have another break after this?
I don't think we do.
Oh, well, that's how we do it, right? Right when they think they got you wrapped up in summer breaks, you go back to back.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like we said it in the intro, it feels different coming up to a race weekend when they're like, it's not just conjecture that we have kind of a battle on our hands. Drivers is a little bit further away, but the constructors championship is kind of anybody's game right now, I think.
I think it's one team's game right now, to be honest. I mean, I think 2 weeks ago, before McLaren even continued to make headways, I think they were like minus 250 to win constructors. So I think this is just that much pushed them to like, I feel pretty solidified to give them and give you guys congratulatory. You guys got the constructors, and there's a chance for drivers.
Okay. I think you might be trying to mush a little bit, and so I'm not gonna accept. I'm not gonna accept that. Thank you. On today's episode, we got a quick one. We're gonna talk a little bit about Baku, some country fun facts, predictions, and gambling, and send everybody on their way. So let's get right into it with the Baku Grand Preview. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix and the Baku City Circuit. We've only been racing here since 2016, so relatively new track. There have only been 6 winners here, and there's only one multiple time winner here. Marco, who is it?
Lewis Hamilton.
Wrong.
Really?
Yeah. Who else?
Max Verstappen.
Wrong. Who else?
Valtteri Bottas.
Wrong. Who else?
Is it old? Do I know it?
Sergio Perez.
Shut up, dude. Yeah, right.
One to win here multiple times. We've had Danny, we've had Lewis, Valtteri, Max, Sergio, and then Sergio twice. Baku is a really cool city. It's one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. People have been living there for 2,500 years, almost as many years as Helmut Marko has been on this earth. Baku seems, like kind of the old guard, with the F1 being kind of the new age sport of racing. Like it's a nice little fusion between cutting edge modern racing and very old style living. They have like a castle in Sector 2. I think it's just like a nice, what do you call that? Juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Thank you. Juxtaposition, just like I said. A little bit about the track. It's the 4th longest track on the F1 calendar. We only go around, I think, 51 times, I want to say. 51, 55, could be around there. Whatever the right number is, pretend I said that. We only got 2 DRS zones here. One is located in Sector 1, and the other, which is in Sector 3, is one of the longest straights on the calendar. Like right leading up to the finish line, it is the longest straight on the calendar. It's not all just high speed, though. It makes it tricky for the teams to decide what kind of package they're going to go with. Of course, you have to have like the very low downforce for that big straight, but also there's a bunch of little tricky straights around kind of like the old city Baku, really tight corners, slow corners. And then again, Sector 3, basically just high speed. So because of how long the main straight is on that second DRS zone, there is going to be some really pretty easy passing. I think you're going to hear a lot of like punching a hole in the air during qualifying. Like teams are going to try to coordinate so that you can get that nice slipstream behind, and that's going to lead to a lot of overtakes. So that's the track. Going to be hot and normal weather, mid 80s, sunny all weekend. So weather's not going to play a part in here. It's just going to be essentially who can have the best slipstream and who can have the best top speed.
Who can punch more holes and more air?
Yeah, exactly.
Right on, dude.
Me, I can. Let's move on to our country fun facts. All right, country fun facts in the two truths and a lie format. Marco, I'm going to go first here. I have
Thank you.
three really easy ones. I'm just gonna grip it and rip it here. Number one,
Okay.
poop walls. In the rural region of Azerbaijan, cow poop is often used as a building material. It is dried, hardened, mixed with straw to make walls for homes. Number two, goat piss. In Azerbaijan's rural areas, kumis, fermented goat urine, is considered a delicacy. Frothy drink is left out in the sun for about 5 to 7 days, combined with spices and fermented until it becomes alcoholic. Two. Number three, oil bath.
Kedges. Oh, sorry.
What?
What?
Number three,
Say
oil
oil.
baths. In the city of Naftalan, you can literally bathe in crude oil. Naphthalene oil, found only in this region, is said to have medicinal properties and is used in spas to treat skin conditions, arthritis, and other ailments. People dunk themselves in thick black oil like it's a healing potion. Marco, which one of these three is a lie? Poop walls, goat pee, or oil baths?
Goat piss.
Yes, dude.
Dang.
I thought that was a little bit too much. I thought it was
I
too
was
much.
like, dude, there's goats everywhere, dude. That would be crazy. That'd be a delicacy for everyone.
All right, now back to the drawing board. I gotta get you. I think you've smoked me on the last like three of these, so you're on.
Yes. Okay, my turn. Okay. Nef Dazlery is a city in Azerbaijan, 40 kilometers inland from the coastline and 60 kilometers from Baku. The unique part of this city is that it is entirely settled within caves and tunnels. Next one. The world's largest KFC called home in Azerbaijan just up until a few years ago with 1,600 square meters. It had an arched entrance, cathedral ceilings, and panels. And the last one, Azerbaijan's climate includes all of 11 Earth's climatic zones.
I'm gonna say the third one is a lie.
That is truth.
Okay, then the KFC.
Truth.
Dude, I'm
Yes, I'm good. This Neft Dazari is a city 40 kilometers off the coastline and completely made up on stilts.
Oh, okay.
So completely different than caves.
You could. That is
Didn't know
the
that, dude?
opposite of caves is stilts. So
Stilts on water.
you just take a chainsaw and just completely ruin the city, right? If it's just on stilts.
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
Saw pictures of it. Wow. Also saw pictures of that KFC. Thing is incredible.
Okay.
And it's heartbreaking that it closed down.
All right. Well, you got me again, and I didn't get you. So this is starting to become a pattern. Let's go on to our next sector in that case, our predictions and gambling. All right, let's get the gambling over with going into this race. I am down negative 12.05 units. Marco is down negative 0.46 units, but this is the weekend we turn it around. We go back to our roots in Baku. Oscar Piastri to podium, minus 165 at 1 unit. Easy money. Fastest qualifier without the top 5 teams, Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, Aston Martin. Alex Albon at plus 165 at half a unit. And I'm going to give McLaren the fastest qualifying car at plus 120 at 1 unit as well. 2.5 units. It's going to hurt. I'm not going to lie. It's going to hurt a lot if we go down 2.5 units, but I don't believe we will.
There's no way. It's almost physically impossible, right?
Right.
There's no way. All right. I am going to do the driver that starts from pole position also wins the race. I know what I'm going to do. I would like to hear yours. It's a coin flip, minus 120. What would you do? I am going to go with the driver that starts from pole does not win the race. 1 unit.
I would probably do the same.
Cool. Damn it. My other one is going to be half a unit. It's going to be under 17 and a half cars classified at the end of the race. Plus 160.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the only problem is very few DNFs or like cars not finishing races this year. The cars are too good,
That's true. Yeah,
too
and
well maintained.
we need some chaos. We've been needing some
No,
like
we need like a big turn one, big explosion,
safe explosion.
safe, heavy explosion, fire everywhere, safely though.
Burn down the whole old city that people have been living in for 2,500 years. No one dies.
Safe.
No one injured.
They have to leave Baku, and the only place that isn't burning on fire is that city off the coast on stilts, and they
Nice.
all move there.
All right. And then finally, let's wrap with our race predictions going into the weekend. I have 10 predictions right on the whole season. When you say it like that,
Yeah,
like
what the fuck was that about, dude? You don't say that. Keep that second part to yourself.
All right, 10-9. I'm ahead. Who doesn't finish the race? Give me Charles Leclerc. Driver of the day, Oscar Piastri. Douche of the day, Sergio Perez. Wildcard predictions. I'm going to go no McLarens on the podium. And you might say, Ian, didn't you just gamble that double McLarens on the podium? No, I didn't. And then fastest lap, Oscar Piastri. How many cars don't finish? 3.
Cool. My turn. Who doesn't finish? Lance. I think he's going to be like, hey, we need Adrian Newey here sooner. That's why I'm not finishing. Chestnut checkers on his. Driver of the day, Carlos Sainz. He's been pretty quiet recently. Douche of the day, K-Mag. This guy's going to be an absolute rocket ship in the worst way possible, in the best way for me. Free. I love this way that like if you get a race ban, you start off with 0 points again. That's awesome. And his last 9 races or whatever in his Formula One career, probably. I love it. I want him to go sicko mode. And then wildcard prediction, Perez. I don't know if you know about this. He's the only one that has won in Baku twice. He's going to be the 3-time winner.
What? That's crazy.
Fastest lap, Oscar Piastri. How many cars don't finish? 3 as well. So we're riding together on 3 cars not finishing.
Love it. All right, everybody. We're back to Baku.
Surprised we didn't do more BAK puns this episode. I guess we get on the back end.
Yeah, on the back end.
Yeah. I was going to think of something. It was terrible.
Okay.
I got to get to the drawing board. I got a whole weekend to think of these bad boys.
You got to go back to the drawing board. We'll see everybody at the other end of Azerbaijan. See you, assholes.
See ya.
Hey, thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
I used to say I lived my life a quarter mile at a time. And I think that's why we were brothers. Because you did too.